Alright, welcome to a replay or a live game cast of one of the pubs. I think it was rank 72. I don't remember where it was. Hang on. It was, yeah, this Rubick here. And we wanted to kind of just see exactly what he's doing. See if anything has changed in the time that 7.27D has been around. It really shouldn't have been, to be honest. The meta's been the same. I know that Valve has given us a patch, so we're going to have that one in December 15th or so. So stay tuned for that. I don't expect the game to... I mean, it's going to be a pretty massive patch, I would think. Especially since it's been, what, 3-4 months since like a really... like a pretty big one. So we're going to hop into this one here. Hang on, let me just kind of move things around in terms of the stream. Make sure it's there. I have to change some of the camera here. But this Rubick is YDM. It's going to be... I think he's rank 72. He gets lift up on IX Mike. We do know IX Mike 88. So there's some pretty heavy hitters in this one. So again, ranked immortal games, very important, especially 7 minutes 32 seconds. And again, hands off. We're gonna kind of just watch what this Rubick does as position for how he gets going. We know that Rubick is very strong in this patch, but is it still able to keep up? And oh my gosh, it is nauseating. And to be honest, if you're gonna be playing Dota, right, this is actually one of the things that the higher levels will do, is that they're constantly moving the screen around. Because they're looking for information, right? And it's, yes, this is one of those things where if you're driving a car, it's not dizzying for you when you make moves because you know it's happening. But when you're... Hang on, sorry, this gun. YDM is just playing safe. That courier is going real deep for this one. This delivery, that was super unsafe. And he's going to get the tiny one in return. 3 hits, that's poor. But he does end up getting it. He's only level 4, so he does need to be careful. He gets IX Mike really low. YDM is getting focused on. Frogos is going to win run forward, and the turret actually spots him out as well. And YDM, yeah, is probably going to get killed here with a power shot. A little too deep, a little unnecessary. Your team is going south, and yet you went north, and you went to harass that IX Mike. But you did end up getting him, so your team did end up securing that one. So, profit, I guess? All right. So again, back to the whole view thing. Biggest thing is that if you're able to control it and you're trying to screen around, you're trying to look around, trying to get as much information again, by clicking on heroes, understanding where they could potentially be, this is super important. So you want to make it nauseating, almost. I mean, it's not nauseating for you because you know what's going to happen, but you're just constantly hounding for information. I think that's the biggest thing and the biggest learning from that you can have as a Rubick here. But it looks like he's isolated by himself. The Night Stalker is hunting. It is nighttime, and it's going to be about 10 minutes soon. So he's going to turn into Bruce Wayne. And notice how he just looks in the mid and is like, not happening, right? I don't have a TP. This guy's gone 2-on-0. 2-on-1, excuse me. There's no real way for me to save, so YDM really can't do much. And right now, it's actually more important for him to get level 6. Especially at 10 minutes. I think that's like the biggest teller, right? But he's got arcane boots and he's got full wand already. So this is a very, very, very strong by him. And he's going to get going on here by this Juggernaut. He does need to be careful. 19 seconds for that TP, so that's a little worrying. He's going to try to juke him. Kings ends up finding him and gets the Omni. Yeah, that's going to be the dead Rubick there. I mean, you're pushing the lane, okay? And you're probably thinking, why did he do that? Why was he so out of position? And probably in your pubs, you have that support that's just kind of throwing. But there's a difference between throwing and actually just split pushing and creating space. Oh, he doesn't be careful. Wage just gets rolled up on by this Tiny here. Really not much you can do. Rubick is going to take mid. He's level 6. He's looking for the insta-steal. Smart. He's got the toss if he wants to go. But Leshrac down for another 20 seconds is a bit of a worrisome... Because you can't really fight, right? Especially since Night Stalker's not even... Ooh, gets the toss up. They found him. And here we go. The Dark Ascension is going to be committed. But he's forces to the low ground. And Veno's going to try to keep himself alive. He's been silenced. He's looking to go. He gets another steal. And he's been focused fire. Omni's going to have to pop his ultimate here. And TV Frogos is doing a lot of work. And it looks like 666 has gone a little too deep. The ult expiring. And that's going to be a dead Omni. And that's not a great situation, especially since the Jug is still alive. He's been chased down by the Sven. So they got something out of that. They got Nico with that kill. But the Veno was the target. You wanted him. You didn't actually get him. So that's a little worrying. Wage, on the other hand, is going to clear this lane out. And again, if you follow any of my casts, you do know that I'm not a huge fan of Leshrac, because he's like an early game hero, right? Early game, YDM getting power shotted and toss combo, and that's just way too much. 7.27D. This is what it is, right? We know Wind Ranger is very strong. We also know Tiny is very strong. The potential burst that they have. This is classic 7.27 lineup, right? Almost everyone is just going to be, Earth Splitter's going to be a little off the mark. Mana burned as well. Mage just going to have to back up. But again, early, like, he wants to be pushing. And so, oh, nice 2-man shekel there. So back to Leshrac. Let me just finish my thought, is that he likes to push. He wants to end games because he, you know, takes tower so quickly. But when you've been kind of thwarted like this, you end up becoming like another support, and that's a really bad situation to be in, especially in this patch. All right, it's past 10 minutes. We gotta free cam this. We've given him his opportunity. Unfortunately, not able to do much with that. And another steal, but he's got the wards, so wards on ward action. And Tiny here with the Windrunner. They're gonna find okay, the power the wind run. Oh, and they've got the neutral. They stole that. Holy crap! Hang on, what did he pick up? I think he picked up the faded brooch. Yeah, take that. So this is actually so strong. The naked javelin is going straight MKB. We know this, right? This Wind Ranger build is just so massive. The naked javelin into MKB is just so good. Especially with the Tiny, who's like this menacing position 4 that's just, again, very, very strong. Just the burst that you see. Like, this is a very close game. Dark Ascent is going to be committed, and they're going to go for IX Mike. And he does have him silenced. He doesn't really have much. The TP is on the way. They do get the shackle, so Luke Kicks is getting a little low. He's going to fly, use that high ground advantage, you know, seeing as he's flying over those trees to his advantage. TV Frogos really not able to do much, but he does have a potential for a headshot with a power shot if he just goes blind. But with no vision, this is probably something that you don't want to do. Rubick here is going to just kind of push. Level 8. You've got wards, so you have the potential, but you do need to be careful. Anywhere this Tiny is, like the blink toss, boom, Rubick, dead. And this is why, again, position 4 Tiny. So tanky, so strong, so much burst. And this is the dream, right? You can potentially burst up Rubick and Leshrac. You've got a lot of targets, and those are the main ones because they need to keep these guys alive because the magic damage, the control, like Tiny just shuts them down like instantly. 6 here. They do get the just kind of trading shots. Tiny's sticking around. He's gonna go for the courier. He literally one-shot that courier. Okay, Night Stalker. IX Mike's a little too deep. Does need to be careful. He gets slowed down here. The lightning, or the lightning storm. The Earth Splitter. My gosh, Wage, buddy. All right, you know that the. Okay, Nico's getting low, has no mana. The Earth Spike is going to connect, but he's about half life. Tiny goes in and gets the blink toss combo. Again, just doing so much work. Earth Splitter again missing. Wage is going to go down here to the spins from Kings, but it looks like they've got something in return. They got the Jugs, which is pretty massive, but you lost your Sven and your Leshrac. You're 1-2, which is a big problem. Luke 6 a little too deep, and another burst combo. If there's anything that we can say, it's this Tiny guy with quotation, I don't know what to say. Like, his doesn't really have a name. IX Mike, YDM, doesn't really much you can do here. Power shot doing a little bit of work. Fade Bolt tried to go for the snipe, but not enough. He tried to throw a tree. He does get the kill out of that, but Yadoman actually gets triple kill out of that. Stealing all the kills, but okay. This is the guy. This is the play right here. Sup, J Games. Long time, buddy. But Tiny here, okay, the fact that you're off cooldowns, you use your cooldowns, you get the avalanche toss combo, and that's so much damage, right? Especially at this stage of the game, 15 minutes. If you do that, and then you get out, wait for your cooldowns to come back up, pretty much you're invincible, right? This is the perfect way to play Tiny here. So, you need to deal with a burst. How do you deal with burst? You go bracers, you go utility items like potentially pipe, hood, that level, because you need to keep yourself alive. And if we're looking at it, just the net worth alone, like look at this Tiny. Top 4. Even above the off lane and the mid Leshrac. And to my other point, the Leshrac has missed a ton of Earth Splitters. Like, you know that he's not really practiced in it. YDM just walking in that one. So they're going to get something. Yeah, he's been stealth, but it really doesn't matter. He gets bursted. The power shot there. Nico just slowly getting whittled. Earn really not a whole lot of damage yet. But Wage is in the situation now. He's going to try to go for the lightning storm. No, but he force staffs away. And again, this Tiny, man. This Tiny's the MVP. 666, not even doing able to do much. Guardian Angel was committed as well, so really not much you can do. Kings, on the other hand, is going to spin to win, and he's going to look to just take the mid T1. And here we go. Got strength, but he's been actually stuck by the creeps. He can't actually get to him, and he gets kited out here. That was so embarrassing. Nico is going to look to fight this. Kings is getting low. He does be careful. He does spin out, and they do get the Sven, so they got Nico, and it's Nico no baby. So this is a non-pregnant Nico, I guess. I don't know what you're saying. IX Mike, on the other hand, gets stunned here. And again, another burst by this Tiny. I really want to know who this Tiny is. This guy cannot be just like a normal. This guy's been on point. I've been quite impressed. He's ranked what? 338. He's got a picture of a bodybuilder, and why not? Especially when you're making plays like this. He does get spun up here. Yeah, he's been slowed. He's been poison nova'd as well, which is stolen. But it looks like he's just going to TP, and he's fine. Well, look at that. You might as well chat wheel it on your way out. 9-0 and 7. Right? This is the guy. This is the target, right? He's the one that's been bursting. He's been doing quite a lot of damage. And through that all, when you kill people like that, you just provide so much space for your cores. You know, this is the dream as a position for to be making plays like this, because you're literally controlling from the support position, right? How many supports can actually say that? I mean, I play position 4 myself, and for me to be in this situation, that'd be, you know, if you do lose this game, it's completely on your cores, and they suck terrible. But, yeah, in this case, I'm not a huge fan of Omni support, by the way. Look at how broke he is, not really able to do much. Yeah, you got 666 with your name, but you're really not scary at all. And it looks like they're going to go for a gank top. Oh, he throws a tree at it, gets the courier as well. This guy's making plays. I'm sure his net worth is crazy. Top 4 again. Oh, the blink. He wants the target of YDM. That's the right one. They got the burst. Look at that. 75% damage already. Oh, he's got the heal. And he's going to just kind of back off here. But he's running for his life. Ice Mike is going to get in the situation, into the scenario as well. And he's been fighting 37. Yeah, he's been silenced. But nice shackle on that one tree. What the heck? All the way in the back. Focus fire is going to be used. Luke Kicks is getting slowly whittled down. 66 is just getting body blocked, and why not? And Tiny just doing work, and Luke Kicks gets another kill as well. That's a 3 for nothing. What a good gank. What a good play. And this is the power of the support position, right? Like the Veno here, super tanky, right? You got the Force, you got the Solar Crest to just kind of keep yourself alive. All you need to do is survive that initial burst and let your teammates like the Nyx Assassin, the Tiny there, just kind of work around you. And again, you know, even Wind Ranger has gotten in on the action, has kind of pushed that along. So, rank 328. This is a live game. So, yes, J Games. This is as recent as possible. Let's go, but ain't sure if that's at the moment is G, though. All right, I don't know where that is. If we're looking at it, I mean, right? 338. This is a live game. So, mind you, this is SCA as well, 'cause especially with that ping. Alright, King's here, just going to continue to farm. Got Yasha. Does have the orb, the Sorcerer's Orb. Night Stalker again. Really doesn't have much. I mean, yeah, you got drums, but I mean, you're looking to get BKB now? Alright. Leaderboards, America's 1-5X, my found rank 328 in Immortal is G. Okay, okay. Alright. Good that some of us are doing research. It's weird because if it's, again, IX Mike, and then the fact that I have 2 ping. Yeah. No, but this guy has just been everywhere. Like, look at this guy's stats, man. 10-0-9. This is pretty legit right here. And he's got DD, so he's going to look for burst. He's actually out-farming everybody on the team. The mid and the Night Stalker. This is an inevitable game. Look at this Veno. Veno's getting off the, like, I mean, he's out farming his Wind Ranger here, who does have MKB, mind you, and that's a pretty big power spike. So, nonetheless, it looks like they're gonna look to just go for a gank here, Lukix, or they're making their way to Roche. Okay, might as well when you have all this map control. Lukix, they found him. Earth Spike is gonna be committed as well as the Omni, and the Guardian Angel will stop most of that. He's gonna Dark Ascension. He's gonna try to run away. They do get the lift up on Kings. Ike's Mike is just kind of floundering about, so to speak, and here comes the power shot. It's focusing on Nico, who doesn't really want to fight this. He's been slowed. He doesn't really have much of a choice, and again, this is the bad case of Sven. Just being in a situation where you're being focused, you've been slowed by the Veno here. I mean, galed up, you're going to be kited, and that's not where Sven wants to be. Sven, on the other hand, very quiet. Right, Mask of Madness, Echo Saber has not been able to get anything going. He really needs that BKB to kind of get going, but they're suffering. Yeah, so here we go. Easy Roche, 3 down. Might as well take the play. Veno continuing to farm, just being. This is what you want as a Veno offlane, right? Yeah, he's not going like straight up damage or whatever, and you're not thinking Greaves and all that, but like Solar Crest is just super good, especially since you've got, you know, the Juggernaut and the Wind Ranger really working well, synergizing quite well with that. Then you have the Force Staff, so he's been like getting out of those Earth Splits, or the Split Earths, what is it? Split Earths by the Leshrac every single time, and he has not been able to get any sort of stuns off. Like this Leshrac is completely missed. 666 is just going to die here, just kind of walking into that. And this is, again, why I'm not a huge fan of Omni 5. Omni position 5. You need some sort of farm, and this guy just feels clunky in this meta. I don't know what it is. Like, I love Omni. I love support. You know, I love to play him as a support, but as a position 5, man. Like, if you're comparing him to, like, a tankier position 5, like an Undying or... I mean, even a CK? Like, as weird as that sounds, and I know that CK is really not meta or anything, but, like, the fact that he just is bad at a lot of things. He really needs a buff in the next patch, just to kind of keep him going. And if anything, he should be like an offlaner, just so that he can get some sort of farm. Like, I've seen that play, you know, working out. But position 5, man, is rough. It's rough. All right, here we go. Toss back in one more time. The BKB is now going to be committed, but he's going to be spun on here. And Leshrac, okay, so they got Mafia. So they finally got the Venomancer, and they've got Dark Ascension. It's going to be committed, but it looks like the Focus Fire is going to sway him from going in. They do have Aegis, so it really doesn't matter. The Omni is going to be bouncing around, but it's kind of hitting everybody. Oh, they got 2, and they're looking to fight this one. Even if he dies here, Nico... Okay, the Aegis has just been popped. Nico's just going to look to run. Earth Spike is there. The toss-up again, and that's going to be a team wipe. Even with a buyback from Omni, I think it's a little too late. He does have Guardian Angel now, but when you've got top racks already, and all you lost at the cost of the Veno here... It's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy for this Juggernaut, who's now just focusing on objectives. And yeah, that's going to be mid-racks as well. I mean, you got buyback on Nightstalker, but it's really not worth it at this point, especially with the death timers being somewhat close. But, my God, 13-0-10, man. Like, how perfect. His positioning, his attacks, his ganks... Just everything on point. And he's trolling his own team by throwing this Juggernaut around. So even more props to him. Just really been on point, man. This guy. Oh, that's like the first Split Earth I've seen connect in a while. And he's taking a decent amount of damage. He's going to spin back. He should be fine. Just kind of back up here. Lift up on Ix Mike. Yeah. Alright, if anything though, the fact that you had the T2 bottom, that's going to slow things down because you're not going to have megas. And they do have a decent amount of creep clear lane management, I would say, especially with this Leshrac here. But it looks like they've kind of given up. Nico here, Nico no baby, and the team are just going to kind of just sit in the fountain, and that should be GG. Not much, I mean, they've kind of given up. We've seen this a lot, especially in the ranked level. They don't fight to the end. I don't know how I feel about that. I really feel like they should be fighting, but there's really no way you can catch back up. Like 6K behind, and you're, you know, 4th of all of them. Like even this Tiny and this like Wind Ranger are like right neck and neck. But it really comes back to the laning phase. It's just kind of not as great as they should have been. Lukix is just gonna just feed, I guess. He gets Omni here. Yeah, he just walks into that one. So. Yeah, this game is over. We're just kind of play it out. Unfortunately, I can't fast forward. This is a live game, but we'll just kind of just finish it for the completion's sake. Oh my God, not much they can do here. Wade just sticking around. This is what you do. You call GG and be like, oh, just end it. And then you'd like defend. It's like, wait, what? Wage here, doing a lot of damage though, doing a decent amount. They got the split earth, but it's going to be a little bit off the mark. The focus fire is there. He's in deny range if he wants to go, but none of his teammates even want to kill him. And that's going to be T4's end game. Juggernaut's continuing to just go with megas. He's going to be a stubborn mule and just go the long route, when in fact they could just end the game, but it really doesn't matter. So, good game. Good game. Yeah. I wanted to see, unfortunately, okay, it's funny, because I actually wanted to see good position 4 play from the Rubick, but YDM is unfortunately not on that right team. Kings is going to get blown up here. Lotus Orb is going to be used, but a little too late, and Luke-Kix is actually just walking behind Nico, who's slowly walking back, and here comes the Ancient, slowly getting whittled down. BKB, and now, look at this, the disrespect. The disrespect. You pump fake the attack. It doesn't really matter, man. He's just a beast. And that's going to be GG. 27 minutes. Pretty clinical game, I would say. And this is just the power of having a good position 4. So if you like what I do, please give a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.